Now, I personally have grown up in vehicles that have come off the assembly line right here at this plant. This is the first time I've been able to experience the inside, but I've definitely felt the experience of the Cavalier back in 1985. I remember growing up in that car, and then I currently own a Chevy Cruze since 2011. I've personally enjoyed it. I thought I'd go ahead and take a trip out in one of the new Cruzes to see what's changed. Take a look. I've had a Cruze since 2011. I was curious to see what has changed with the new car. So I stopped by Diane Sauer's Chevrolet. The first question I wanted to know was, how does the new Cruze compare to the Cobalts and the Cavaliers?
Just the safety upgrades they've done, the fuel mileage upgrades they've done. They've made the car lighter, but it's bigger.
As I walked up to the car, I could not help but notice there were no keyholes.
I noticed these silver buttons on these handles here. What are they?
That's a great question, Paul. That's the available easy key pass system. All you have to do is have the remote in your pocket or in a purse or in a backpack, and all you have to do is walk up to the vehicle, hit the button, and you're in.
The car looks different from the previous models. It's 3 inches longer. The space was added to the back seat. It has a new athletic design, and it weighs 250 pounds less.
One thing I noticed when I bought my Cruze was the question was power.
Your motor, the old turbo motor, was about 138 horsepower. This is 153 horsepower.
So let's go ahead and give this thing a test drive here.
Sounds good to me. It's a real up-level instrument cluster. But right through here is your monochromatic driver information center. Right here on your steering wheel, you can go through different options.
That's where it's...
Yeah, we have a nice dedicated demo route here. First part's kind of city driving. Then I'm going to take you down a real bumpy road so you can try out this independent suspension.
Now, I will say I'm comfortable in here. For being a smaller car, to be able to feel comfortable all the way around you and not feel bottled in.
And that's why they wanted to make it a little bit longer. You know, they give that room to the backseat passengers, but don't leave the driver and front passenger out either.
Then on to the bumpy road.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not terrible.
And you're not getting a bunch of rattles. You know,
Right.
They've done a fantastic job at Lordstown with fit and finish.
You know what? I'm going to step into it a little bit here. There she goes. Wow. It'll about throw you back. I mean, it really does. Going from driving an older Cruze to this is a difference. I mean, when you jump on it like that.
Yeah, when they redesigned that motor and gave us more horsepower, more torque, better gas mileage. You know, it's amazing how they achieved all 3 of those.
Once we slowed down, I found another feature that was new to this year's Cruze.
The one thing that we'll notice when you stop, the car, well, it just shuts off.
It doesn't shut off. What it does is it goes into auto stop. And the battery is running your air conditioning, your heat, your radio, all your controls.
Wow, I'll tell you what, that was a nice ride. Yeah, I'm impressed. I really am. I have to say, I was really impressed by the power of this new Cruze. Now, like I said, I own a Cruze. I own a standard shift Cruze myself. And one of the features, of course, with the smaller engine, you always think whether or not that car is going to get up and go. This car had it. It not only has it right from the start, but even that passing gear when you're rolling along and you step into it a little bit, it jumps right up and goes. Great drive and a great new car. So from past over my shoulder here to present, quality products still coming out of GM Lordstown.